Hey, what's up everyone? I'm Erica. Welcome back to the channel. I am crew agent, writer, and the voice behind the book Super Yacht Life, and today we're going to dig into something straight from the book. I'm going to read to you chapter 58, which is called Supporting LGBTQ plus crew, because everyone deserves to feel safe and seen on board. As always, drop me your feedback below. So let's get into it. So, the yachting industry has made huge strides in recent years, but let's not pretend it's all smooth sailing for LGBTQ plus crew. Many still navigate a strange blend of tolerance, tokenism, or silence, where being accepted means not rocking the boat by being too visible. If we want a truly inclusive industry, it's not enough to say, we don't care who you love. We need to actively create environments where queer crew feel respected, supported, and safe to simply be their full selves. So this chapter isn't just for the LGBTQ plus crew, it's for everyone who wants to be part of the solution. We'll start with the reality on board. Let's break it down. Some LGBTQ plus crew have supportive teams, open conversations, and a zero bullshit captain who makes it clear that discrimination won't fly. Others don't. Instead, they get jokes that are actually microaggressions, awkward silence when their partner is mentioned, backhanded comments like, well, just don't be too gay, a culture of don't ask, don't tell. And then there are the ones who hide their identity entirely, just to get the job or keep the peace. That's not inclusion, that's being silenced. Why does it matter? Well, being queer isn't a lifestyle choice, it's not edgy, it's not something you should have to tone down. LGBTQ plus crew deserve the same respect, recognition and space as everyone else, on board and off. And let's not forget, mental health takes a harder hit when you're constantly self-editing. Imagine living at work 24/7 while having to monitor your language, pronouns, clothes, humour and who you mention in conversation. It's exhausting and it's unnecessary. So what does support look like in practice? It's not necessarily about rainbow flags in the crew mess, although I find them very attractive and I think everyone should do that. It's about real action, like normalising inclusive language. Partner instead of assuming husband, wife. If you want to, go they, them until you're sure of someone's pronouns. Avoiding lazy stereotypes or gendered job assumptions. Small shifts make a big impact. Zero tolerance for discrimination. So not just blatant homophobia, banter counts too. Crew should know that jokes at the expense of someone's sexuality or gender identity just aren't funny. They're exclusionary. And if you abuse someone and call it banter, plot twist, you're using that word wrong. Captains and senior crew, you set the tone, so make it crystal clear what's not okay. Educate yourself and others. Don't rely on the gay or trans crew member to explain everything. Google is free, and so are conversations that start with, hey, I want to understand this better. Can I ask you something? Make room for visibility. Let LGBTQ plus crew be. Let them mention their partner. Let them bring who they are to the table without side eyes or awkward silences. And if they want to talk about their identity, great, let them. And if they don't, great, that's okay too. So let's do some real crew and real talk here. A steward, age 30, said, I spent 2 years pretending my boyfriend was a flatmate. I was terrified of being labelled difficult or dramatic. I wish I'd had a safer space to just be me. A deckhand, age 24. The engineer made constant jokes about lesbians. My HOD brushed it off as banter. I left the boat within a month. Bosun, age 29. Our captain was amazing. When I came out, he said, cool, thanks for trusting me. Also, can you double check the tender fuel? It was exactly the response I wanted. Chef, 34. Being trans on board is tough. I didn't need people to get everything right, just to try. The ones who did made the boat feel like home. So if you're LGBTQ plus and in yachting, here's how to stay grounded when things are feeling a bit, 2004. Find your people. Even one ally on board can change everything. Don't force disclosure. You are not obligated to come out to anyone. Your safety and comfort come first. Know your worth. If a boat makes you feel small, unsafe, or like you have to hide, you deserve better. Use your voice if you can. Every honest conversation chips away at the silence for the next generation. So let's be clear. Supporting LGBTQ plus crew isn't about being woke or politically correct. It's about being decent, respectful, and human. The best boats encourage and nurture real team culture, and you can't build trust if some people are hiding in plain sight. This isn't just an industry issue, it is a leadership issue and a crew culture issue, and it's also a we can do better issue. And we will, one boat, one crew, one conversation at a time. Now, a bonus to this chapter is called Ally 101. This is 5 ways to actually support LGBTQ plus crew. So this is for when you want to do more than just say, yeah, I'm cool with it. Yeah. So number 1, use inclusive language without making it weird. Say partner instead of assuming gender. So, boyfriend, girlfriend. Don't make a big deal if someone uses they, them. Just adapt and move on. Just let it go. 2, shut down this banter. If someone makes a homophobic or a transphobic joke, call it out. Even a simple, that's not cool, mate, works. Silence equals approval in those tight crew dynamics. Number 3, don't ask invasive questions. Being gay doesn't mean someone owes you their coming out story. And being trans doesn't mean you can ask about surgeries. Curiosity is not a free pass. Number 4, be visible with your support, quietly. You don't need to wave flags, but as I said before, you can if you want. Just have their back in conversations. Defend their right to exist without fuss. Consistent respect is superior to performative pride posts. Okay, 5, reflect, don't deflect. If someone calls you out, don't get defensive. Say, thanks for telling me. Learn, grow, do better. That's allyship in action. And a bonus rule, something to keep in mind. If you wouldn't say it in front of an HR manager with a clipboard, don't say it in the crew mess either. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed that one and learn from it. And if you are LGBTQ plus and you're in the yachting industry, I hope you're okay and I hope you've got some good allies around you. So there you go. See you on the next one.